What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about a handful of different altcoins. I haven't even actually counted how many, but I will leave a list in the description with timestamps attached. If there are no timestamps, it's because it's within the first hour of me posting this video. I like to post the video, make other videos while this one's being posted, and then go back and watch it, edit the timestamps into the description along with the list of coins. So the list will be there, but if the timestamps aren't there, just give it some time. Give it like less than an hour. It'll probably be there. Or just watch the whole video. That helps with the channel content. That helps with it growing, pushes it out on the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff. You know, it doesn't help is not talking concisely. Hit that like button on that note. Subscribe if you haven't. That also helps the channel grow. But let's go over this list. Let's talk about it. LTC for Cactus, FET, GFI, ORCA, and Render for Gold Star OG. Toncoin for Mischiefism, DGB for David Ducks, XDC, AERO, and EGLD for Nato Bell, XRP for Fulfulfla, and then XCN for Metal Detecting England. Gold Star OG, I did 4 of the coins that you requested. I know you requested more. It was like 8 coins that you requested. But as I've said to anybody, you know, I will only do 2 requests per person per request day unless I find that the request that you've added on merits some investigation. Normally, almost always, I do not do the extra requests. I will just do the first one, or if you leave 4, it'll be the first 2 out of those 4, right? But I've done 4 out of the like 6 or 7 or 8 of them that you requested. I took the top of each segment that you brought up because I figured those are the ones that you thought would be important. And I think all of these coins are somewhat relative, and we haven't talked about them recently. So I think that making this exception tonight is okay, especially on a night where we have so little altcoins requested. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coins. Anyways, guys, a little bit of an unorthodox introduction, but we're just going with it today. So hit that like button one last time. If you hit it already, don't hit it again. It'll unlike the video, okay? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Make a new, if you want to leave me more likes, make a new account. Watch this video again. Don't do that. You know. That's a joke. It's a joke. I feel better about myself whenever people don't follow me with multiple accounts. But don't get me wrong, man. I mean, I've got multiple YouTube accounts, and I follow people who I think deserve that, right? But I don't watch their videos twice. So that's kind of the whole point, right? Like getting subscribers, getting new subscribers is nice, but getting view time is what really matters. So if you watch the whole video instead of clicking through on the timestamps, that's always appreciated. But man, let's get into this for real. Litecoin, I'm sorry we danced around so long before getting to you. You feel so unattended to. We're going to get to it right now. Absolutely, I feel like Litecoin found its bottom. Absolutely, it's scary what happened this past week with Litecoin and with a bunch of different coins. You went further below this line than you ever have, and it's a perfect area to find your low, in my opinion. You even closed a couple days below there. Now you're back above it. Very key area in structural significance for Litecoin. No, I don't think that it's bad that you went this low. I think it would have been bad if you closed that low, but getting below there, this literally is what they would classify as a fake out. You know, the last time that happened, right? The immediate recovery that you saw, right? Fake out. It's a thing. Just like here. Just like here, where you've got your fake out to the upside, and, well, it shot you back the other direction. Fake out to the downside, we're probably going to get a nice move that sends us up above the relative highs that we have, which from a high to a low perspective would mean a minimum target of 141 to 187 on this next move. Now, this is on the monthly time frame. It could take several months. It could be the second month of January or of 2025. It could be the second month of 2025 before you're up in this area. It could be by the end of the year. It's hard to say. I personally would expect that Litecoin is above 141 by the end of this year, but I don't know, right? It's kind of hard to say. Let's dial this in a little bit more and get into the shorter term stuff. Weekly RSI looks beat to hell and at the same time resilient, right? Won't even get oversold. No problem being overbought. Very resilient. Very, very resilient. I would love to see this week close green. Nice little day yesterday. Wasn't quite enough to do anything though, right? You closed right here. at previous areas of support. Could this be a previous area of support proven to be resistance right now? It could be. And let me get a couple things clear. You can move down from here and then move up and have a higher low. You can move down from here, and this looks like a rejection off of a key area, and it might just be that. You get a lower low, that could be problematic for Litecoin. That could really do away with all these ideas that we have of new all-time highs for Litecoin. And I'm serious. I'm very serious about that. This should have had its own video because I'm spending so much time on it. I will not dedicate this much time to the other coins, but I mean, unless it's merited. But the ideas of new all-time highs for Litecoin being in the thousands of dollars, multiple thousands of dollars, or at least $1,000 in itself, let alone 4,000 to 6,000 as like the high targets that we do have printed on here, right? That all goes out the window if you break this key structure that you've been holding since 2017, the end of 2017. So don't do that. Make this your low. If you come down, cool. Make a higher low, a pretty nice higher low too. Don't make it like a double bottom. I mean, if it is a double bottom, you get down there and you come back up, I won't have a huge problem with that, I guess. But just try to stay away from this. Try to continue to climb. Try to create areas of support and break through these areas of resistance that you have right now. It's hard to say what's going to happen, but on a 4-hour basis, your RSI looks productive. It looks strong. Momentum is on your side. The 1 hour, same thing. The daily, however, looks a little bit weak, and it is in a precarious area that could send you lower than these days here, right? Lower than the close. Not lower than the daily price, but lower than the close. So just be prepared for that. At this point in time, I don't know what to call. You really could move to prices that are just below $56 again, and that's it. That's it. You got your higher low, and that's it, right? Or maybe you just keep moving up from here. You really could, but time will tell. So I guess I would say that I would expect resistance here. That's my personal expectation. But prove me wrong. Get above $62. Get above 62, and then it's probably on to 65, 67, maybe even prices above $70. That's my best guess. All right, that's Litecoin. Like I said, we're not going to spend that much time on the rest of them unless it really merits it. But Fetch.ai, did they even have their, what is it, ASI FET merger? Do they have that? So no, they haven't had that, because there'd be news articles that were not 2 weeks old, not 1 month old, but like days old, right? They haven't had the alliance yet, right? Navigating the ASI, a comprehensive guide. Is it comprehensive? Starting on July 1st, phase 1 will see the consolidation tokens before transitioning ASI ticker in phase 2. Okay. Accept, reject. I'm going to reject the cookies. Phase 2 continues from mid-July. So network upgrades, Fetch AI's network will upgrade to the ASI network, ASI development or deployment. So is that true though? ASI. It's not true. It's not true. So, oh, there's my daughter crying. I'll be right back. I gotta get her. Oh, sorry about that. Got a 2-year-old daughter, guys. I gotta take care of her sometimes. So, all right. So, I don't know anything about this, but it seems like they're having issues with this. I don't know if it actually did deploy. If ASI exists, if the merger has happened. I don't think it has, but maybe it has. Anyone that knows more about this, feel free to enlighten us all in the comments. I mean that. But because it seems to me like their comprehensive guide is not so comprehensive, and they haven't been completely transparent with the hiccups that have happened along the way. It's no wonder why your price has dropped so much. You are going to have a 1-to-1 swap. So for every FET that you own, you're going to have a 1-to-1 swap for the ASI token. I would assume they come out at the same price probably. High to low went to your 2272, all the way back to your 1272, holding support here. I wouldn't expect that you go lower right now, but maybe later. Weekly RSI is right where it was last time you found your low. But when you found your low, you moved sideways for months, multiple months, several months before moving higher. So hard to say what FET does, especially because by the time this move up happens, the merger will hopefully have already been enlisted or instilled in the protocol. So we'll see how it goes. But I guess for now I'm calling for it to go up. For now, high to low, up to about $1.14. We'll see how it does there, but I would expect resistance. But that's my best guess. So that's FET. GFI is the next one. USD. Goldfinch. Goldfinch having a hell of a time as well. Very deep in its consolidation phase here, right? Low to a high. Finding support at the 382. I would call this a slip, definitely a slip, but hey, still holding the 382. I like it. Looks very bullish. Bounced right off your 40. Right off at double bottom. Beautiful. Really good look. Yeah. You're going to move up. I think so. Over the weeks, over the months. Next target is 257. You're at 229 right now. 257, break above there, then you're on to 359. Then you get above there, it's on to 524. Then you get above there, and it's on to $9 or higher. It all starts now, right? This is the area to beat, but you probably find resistance there. Move back to your 236, up to your 618, find support somewhere in this area, right? And then move up from there, right? Probably later in this year that you're up back at these areas, and maybe by the end of this year, maybe you'll be at these targets between $9 to $15. And that's the best that I got for GFI. For now, yes, I think it's moving up. Yes. 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 Okay. ORCA. ORCA USD. Strong. Looking good. Yeah. Pretty confident that was your low right there. Back above your 382. Yeah, this looks nice. Looks pretty productive. I would assume you are working your way up. That I definitely feel like that is your low. Closing above. Nice, dude. Yeah, you're going to make a nice little move probably to just below $3. You know, $2.70 to $3, somewhere in that range, and then consolidate up there and probably break out to about $4, $5.20, somewhere in that zone. Probably even more by the end of the year. But it looks good. I think so. Yeah, this might be the start. Like the start for ORCA. It's been in a downtrend since December of last year, right? Yeah, man. By the end of the year, 430, 730, probably by the end of the year, in that range. I like this 6 to 730 area by the end of the year. I like that, but looking like it wants to move up. Daily time frame looks good. 4-hour time frame, it all looks good. So calling for it to move up. Next area that you got to mess with that you want to see is 433, and that could happen weeks from now, days from now. Hard to say. That's your next area. I guess technically get above 277.7 before we want to consider that technically. 277, then 437. That's ORCA. Render, and they had a change of name, right? It's not RNDR anymore. It's like full-on render. They had a massive sell-off. Wow. There we go. No way. They like stopped pumping within a month and a half of Coinbase listing them and then dumped off really hard. No way. And like this was great while it lasted for anybody that got in. Sure, I'm sure you had a blast with that, but not so much the coming weeks after, right? And there were signals, there were signs to get out beforehand, but man, when you look at it like this, right? Is that no? We want this. You know, like there was definitely signals that you were near your high. Yeah. Sorry. High to low, all the way up at your 2886, rejecting your 2618, all the way back down to your 1272 for support. Nice. Up at your 1618. I don't mind the weekly RSI. You have a dramatically higher low here versus your lower low there. I don't know if I'd call that hidden bullish divergence, but to some degree I suppose. You also have a lower low here than this low and a higher low still. So definitely cooled way the hell off. The last time that you were in this area was down here at the bottom, so getting ready to move up. Could be. Seems like a very violent move, to be completely fair. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a perfect area to buy. The fact that it couldn't even hit its 618 tells me there's eyes on this. There's traders, algorithms, whatever, that had their eyes on this. Price couldn't even hit the 618. Found support and started moving up. Get above 554, 555. Get above 555. You're at $5.02 right now. Get above there, stay above there. I'll be convinced this is your low. I'm pretty convinced it is already. 4 hour looks productive. 1 hour looks bullish. Daily looks like it needs some help, but maybe those shorter term time frames will get you there. That's your current goal. Get above $5.55 and stay above there. Multiple days closing would be something to get excited about because that would signal that this is your low. That doesn't mean, woohoo, we closed multiple days up here, it's time to go. It could mean that, but probably what it means is, all right, now it's time to find a higher low. And then it's time to get a higher high and then a higher low, and then it might be time to go, something like that. But by the end of this year, render, I mean, it's at $5 now. It really could be at new all-time highs by the end of this year. It's hard to say, but that's just my genuine opinion. Uncoin is the next one. Uncoin with a hell of a bounce as well. I don't know if I like that so much daily. It's not that I don't like it. I just mean like I didn't like that fib. Not because it said good things or bad things about the coin. Just not a respected fib based on the given area. Somewhat respected here though. Get back above 631. Really what you want to do is get above 724, but you're at 618 now. A lot closer target is that 618. Get back above 631. I wouldn't be surprised if you did, and I also wouldn't be surprised if you moved down from here first. Time will tell. Yes, it will. I don't know. Maybe you are moving up. Maybe you are. Maybe I take it back. Maybe you move down a little bit more today. Maybe a little bit. Maybe. But over the days to end the week, yeah, I would bet you're above that. I would very much bet you're above 631 by the end of the week. But that's your goal. So yeah, I think you're moving up, Uncoin. And what would that mean for you? It would just mean new all-time highs, right? $961, $1163. Previous cycle high to the cycle lows. 1272 lining up there. 2618 in that 1618 area. I mean, yeah, this, who knows how high it's going. It could be moving all the way up to $18 to $20. It's at $6 now, but by the end of the year, I would expect $9, $12, $13, something like that could absolutely be achieved for Toncoin. I don't know why I'm giving end of the year predictions on all these. I just felt like it. Digibyte. I don't mind it. Had a fake out, and that gives me a lot of hope, actually, that this thing could start to take off, blast off, like it really could. You have a lot of work to go first, though. Before we start talking about prices that are above 2 cents, you need to break through 0.92 cents. So 0.9 of a cent. Get above there. 0.009237. Get above there. That's your current goal. Daily RSI is neutral with a bearish inclination. You are at a point where I would expect the price to go up, though, but you need to, I would like to see you get up here. Doesn't matter if you get up here and you go down, that's okay. It'd be extra good if you just broke through it. But 0.009237, that's your target, and I think you're going there. 4 hour looks bullish, daily's it's in the middle. 1 hour's bullish, so let those shorter term time frames make this daily look a little bit better, and then you could probably ignite something that would break this downtrend and start you on to higher prices, maybe inevitably breaking out of this long lull that you've been in. But before we even talk about those prices, I want to see you get above here, because if you reject this, if you reject it and you come back to these prices, it's a different conversation, and it's not a good one. That's DGB. I'm optimistic for DGB, but holding my breath before I say anything. XDC, mainnet here. What a dump, man. Oh my God. If you would have told me when UK Parliament announced their intentions to implement this in their, what was it, their RWAs, whatever it was they're going to use for something with XDC, if you would have told me that it would go all the way back to these lows, I mean, down here, sure, I could see that. These lows even, sure, okay, I could see that, but that was nuts, man. That's nuts, and it looks like a really intense double bottom is kind of what it looks like. Maybe even a triple bottom, right? 1 low, 2 lows, 3 lows. Triple bottoms, very key characteristic of triple bottoms is they're so ugly. They don't really line up ever. They're never exactly perfect. Like a double bottom, it's not always perfect, but it's more perfect oftentimes than a triple bottom is, where this triple bottom just all lines throughout. I mean, it could be a triple bottom. It's not a very common pattern, but this is what it looks like in my opinion. High to low, next target area is 3.73 cents. You're at 2.65 cents, so get there, get above there. Same thing as the last one, get above there. Then we can talk about higher prices. But until then, you've got some work to do. Getting up here, rejecting it is okay. Find support, move higher. It's okay. It's really once we get above this that targets for new highs come back on the table for XDC. And it's completely possible. You're worth 2.7 cents right now, essentially. XDC could be worth more than 14 cents by the end of this year. It could be worth more than 24 cents by the end of this year, by the end of 2024. It could. But it has to get going. The sooner you get above this 382, the better. As far as how high it goes this cycle, I don't know. Maybe it goes higher. Maybe this is the high. I don't know if I'm waking up my daughter with my voice. So I'm going to try to talk quieter. But it all depends on how fast you move from here. And having a triple bottom is actually a very powerful signal. You can see very strong moves take place. And this thing is, it definitely likes to erupt whenever it moves up. I got to go check on her. All right, I'll be back. All right, that should be the last time, I swear. Anyways, yeah. Get going. Aerodrome Finance for Nato. Having a bit of a pullback itself. Low to high here. Deep retracement. Bouncing off of its oversold zone in the RSI, right? Kind of a bullish posturing inside of a bearish posturing. Or a bearish inside of a bullish, I should say, right? Kind of. But really, you've got your downward right now. Let's look at the 4 hour. I think you're about to break out of this daily, actually. If not, you have already. Depending. I don't know. 4 hour looking good. Looking like it wants some more. 1 hour is probably bullish. Yeah, very bullish. Okay, so AERO got eaten up on that day, man. High to low. Calling for a move up to 77 cents, 81.8 cents. You're at 73 cents right now. Somewhere in there, when you get above 96.3 cents, it's time to get excited for prices above $1 again, $1.32 to $1.77 more specific. And that happens when you get above 96 cents. But however, the first targets to keep in mind are 77 to 81 cents, somewhere in that area. That's AERO. And yes, I think it's moving up. EGLD. $28.22. Nice, man. That is like a triple bottom as well, actually, but really clean. Like 1, 2, 3, because that was a double bottom. That's like a tweezer bottom. That's I don't know if that's a triple bottom or not, but it's really clean right there at that low. Bullish divergence on the weekly. Yes, you're having a positive move. I'm very convinced that's your low. Very, very convinced that's your low. And in which case, EGLD, you might be in the midst of some kind of greater pattern. I mean, the way this looks, it could be an Eve and then maybe an atom. You could have an Eve and an Eve. It is possible, but I can't help but think of this as some kind of atom. I know that like this actually looks kind of U-ish, but I can't help but think of it as some kind of like atom. And in which case, this could be a very powerful bottoming pattern here that you would expect to see the extensions off of this high play out, right? So $110, $170, you're at $28. These are targets that could be achieved, if not by the end of this year, probably within like the beginning months of next year. But it's probably going to be like fantastic when it moves up. Just like this, month after month, just glorious like uprising. It's going to be like that, but more sustained. And it could start this month. Like really, by the end of this year, you might be above these highs. By next year, you might be at those target areas I was talking about. But it's looking good. I like it, yeah. I think it found its low. No problem there. XRP, and then XCN, and then we're done with this. XRP, having a hell of a recovery as well. Why do I always bring it to Coinbase? Yeah, it's just a matter of time, man. Just a matter of time before you break this little like momentary downtrend. It's so crazy what XRP did, literally, like was in an upward sloping channel and then formed a downward sloping channel in the upward sloping channel as well. Like it's so jagged looking. Looks like it's stitched together. The best analysis that I can give on XRP is that any day now, any day, any week, any month now, and it could be months away still, you're going to see a move like this, right? You're going to see something that kicks you off and probably sets you back to your all-time highs, if not more, probably above your all-time highs, to new all-time highs. But when is it going to happen? Because if it doesn't happen this month, if it doesn't happen next month, if it happens in December or November or later than that, well, this is a really good area to sell, probably. But looking at the RSI for what it's worth, bouncing off the 50's nice. You're still in a downtrend, but bouncing off the 50's nice. Kind of broke the downtrend, actually. Bouncing off your 123, volumes coming in. You're at an area that you rejected once, twice, 3 times already in this downward sloping channel. But you just haven't gotten the message this time. Yeah, you rejected, but you didn't cast a new low like you did any of these other times. Right? You got your higher low. Volumes coming in. You might be breaking this to the upside. You actually, I'm going to call for it right now. Wow. Yeah. XRP to $1.15 to $1.50. $1.15 to $1.50. Either by the end of August or by the end of September. It's going to happen right now, actually. I've changed my mind. Total 180 there, I know. And that gives some people a headache, but I mean it. I wouldn't just say these words if I didn't mean it. I have no problem disappointing people. Ask my wife. No, that's a bad joke. It's only a bad joke because it's not funny. Maybe it's funny. I don't know. That's what a bad joke is, right? Anytime someone tells a bad joke, you know how you can tell? Nobody's laughing. I don't know if anybody's... I can't hear anybody laughing. So anyways. Okay. 61.5 cents right now. Target areas by the end of September, if not by the end of this month, above $1, $1.15 to $1.49. Yeah. I mean that. I mean that. Time will tell. XCN, and then we're done. XCN with a hell of a story to tell. Like a roller coaster at the top of its peak. Everybody's all giddy and excited for what's to come. And then unfortunately, as they're coming down this nice rounded curve, they're throwing up all their hopes and dreams and wishing that they hadn't eaten lunch right before getting on this massive ride. From a low to a high, you pull back directly to your 786, tipped it. You've wrestled with this 61869 area for a little bit of time here. Perfect area to find support. It makes sense. I do not think you're going to see extensions. Absolutely not. Get back above 0.0014. Get back above there. You get back above there, then we're looking at 0.00218. And when you get above there, then things start getting exciting. Then we can talk about these new highs. And then from there, we can start talking about previous highs. And then from there, new all-time highs entirely. But we have a lot of work to do. As far as where do I see XCN going in the short term, let's focus on getting above 0.00143. And then 0.0017 or 18. And then, what was it, 0.00213, 214? Let's just say 22, whatever. And round we go. The more immediate target that I would really want to focus on is 0.0018. Get above there. And I think it will. It's just a matter of time. Days, weeks, months, whatever. It moves up fast when it wants to, but will it move up fast right now? I don't know. I'm hoping it will. Add an area, double bottom look on your RSI. Bullish divergence too on the weekly. Daily does not have that going for it. You need to start showing some life. You need to break this downtrend. Oh, that's not right. That's like a line of best fit, but I meant to draw the descending high, which I just can't do because my mouse pad is too small. Come on, man. I don't know. Break that. Get above this high. Get out of this trend and start moving higher. More of a pep talk than analysis, I suppose. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. As far as a winner goes, I don't know. Render looks pretty good. DGB could do well. XDC could do well. Is this right? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know who the winner would be. I might give it to XDC. In the shortest amount of time, it could it could be XRP, man. It's hard to say. Maybe it's AERO. It's a hard one, man. Not AERO, not enough. Was it Goldfinch? Goldfinch actually might be the winner. It's a hard one, man. There's a lot. It's like one of those races where like the top 5 all finish within a millisecond of each other. GFI, I'd feel the most comfortable saying is the winner. Gold Star OG, you got the win on that, but I think Render looks great. I think that Digibyte has a chance to do well right now. XDC, AERO, EGLD looks good. Like a lot of them look good, right? They look like prime positions. XRP genuinely could be the winner. It's just when will it break out, right? When will it start doing fantastic things? It's hard to say. And Goldfinch, in the same amount of time XRP takes to move up to above $1, Goldfinch could literally see prices above $5, you know. But time will tell. Anyways, guys, I'm done with this video. Hope you liked it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.